All right, we got Edge of Eternities, Play Booster. Let's see what we got. Today we got Austin with us again.
Yep.
He is here for emotional support in case we don't pull anything good. So I'm hoping that we do.
I mean, good is kind of relative at this point, because I don't know how everything shakes up at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And Heroic Intervention was almost, I think, almost a bulk rare when it first came out. And nobody looked twice at it.
Where was it originally printed?
Aether Revolt.
Oh, really?
Aether Revolt print. Yeah.
Edge of Eternities.
Look where it is now.
I'm just excited for this because it's stuff in space, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No.
It's the only reason I bought it. I think it's pretty cool. All right.
I think stationing at sorcery speed or just, well, actually not being at sorcery speed is the issue is getting to the point where they're actually good. For a flagship mechanic is not the greatest.
Do you think it should have been at instant speed?
No,
or like
I just think that the benchmarks are a little bit too high. I think what is a little bit overly safe on the requirement for it.
Mechan Assembler. Manoy Sentry. Okay, that looks just like an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I mean, have you seen the skin render?
the Dominion bracelet. No.
Skin render is literally a xenomorph. Like not even
Our
hiding.
first mythic. Sinister Cryologist. Kind of a cool looking swamp forest.
Yeah.
Skin render.
Skin render is a zombie that gives the creature -3/-3 counters on it. It's a 3/3 for 4. It literally looks like a xenomorph. So much so that I'm surprised that it didn't get sued.
Well, who owns? Does Disney own?
Yes, technically
The
because
Alien
they own
franchise now?
Fox. Yes, because they own Fox now.
Don't come at us, Disney. Dubious delicacy. Sire Von Dam the Lucent. Loading zone. Anti-causal vestige.
The second foil one, huh?
Yeah. Another forest. Tons of forest in here.
Can you find an island?
That'd be nice. They know I play green, though. They know I play green. Slag drill, scrapper, decode transmission, exosuit, nutrient block. Actually, this card, we were talking about this earlier. It's not bad.
It's a funny card. It's a funny common. In fact, it's indestructible.
Indestructible for one mana.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Red Tiger, Mechan, pull through the weft. Blade of the Swarm. Starfield Shepherd. And this creature enters search your library for a basic plains card or creature card with mana value 1 or less. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. This seems good.
It's not bad.
For an uncommon.
It's 2 mana.
Oh, because it's got warp,
Yeah,
right?
because of the warp.
Sammy Ship's Engineer. Oops. Bioengineered Future. So we're getting a lot of green.
I think that's the other character card, by the way.
Celis Display. Which one, the Sammy?
Yeah, I think it's Sammy.
Sick looking mountain. What does this do?
Nothing. So like, I think this is the other guy that has like 3 cards in the set. That each is like different points in their quote unquote like life in the story of that set.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's why I put aside the blue-black guy. Because the black guy is also that one.
Well, that's a nice touch. Starport Security. I can dig that. I like how that's very flavorful.
Yeah, it's the same thing they did with like... It's like what they did with Kellen, except they did it in one set.
Throw scan ship. With who?
Kellen.
Who's that?
So Kellen was the fairy guy that they ran with from Thrones of Eldraine, Murders of Markov Manor, Thunder Junction.
Massacre.
Yeah, for those 3 sets. I think there's a 4th set that he was in.
Plains.
He was in there for 4 sets, essentially, where you get to see his story. He was the story that you follow for the Omen pads. Mm-hmm. So he started off as red-white, and then he became blue-green, and then he became... Oh no, he was also in Lost Caverns. That's the other set. Yeah, he was in there for 4 sets. So yeah, he was red, white, and then he was, I think it was red, green, and then he was green, blue in Murders, and then he ending up as like green, white in Outlaws.
Possibility Technician.
And then he showed up in Foundations as a quote unquote like pseudo like level up card, like the Kipkin.
Hey, there's an island.
Nice. Yeah. So you just gotta watch Kellen progress through 4 sets of Magic, and then he came back in Foundations
That's kind of cool.
as a pretty interesting aggro card because
Yeah.
he works the same way as like, you know how like there's that Kithkin like ghost in like the vintage cube. That's essentially how it works, where you just pay red, white, and he changes as he goes through.
Speaking of like flavor and lore, where are we at like in Magic the Gathering right now for like the non-universes beyond stuff? Like
I don't know. We have Tezra here apparently exploring the edges of return of the
exile all creatures and spacecraft.
4 or 5 mana.
That thing looks sick. That artwork looks beautiful. Straight black hole. Close encounter.
No, I haven't read up on it.
Yes.
All I know is that Loot's like one of the biggest like MacGuffins so far, but we left him for Edge of Eternities now.
You think he'd ever become the mascot of this game?
I think he's trying to, but I think Wizards once again is kind of development is slow because I think Loot ended up being like Grogu from The Mandalorian, but a little too late development wise for the following the trends here.
Emergency eject. Larval Scoutlander. Dude, I love these frames. I know this isn't anything
Yeah,
special.
this is like Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
It's like Planeswalker where the art's still behind there, you can see.
Steel Swarm Operator. Sledge Class Siege Ship. It's a tricky one to pronounce. What does this do? It says station for 3. Okay, 3 mana station. So it doesn't do anything when it comes in.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Once you get to 7, whenever attacking, you put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield.
It's Elvish Piper.
Interesting.
But that's so slow.
That doesn't seem super exciting. Mytho Breaking. Ooh, that's a sick looking island, actually.
Yeah, it was.
That's kind of cool.
See, this is my the thing is that it's not that it's sorcery speed or anything. I think sorcery speed is perfectly fine. It's just that I think the cost requirement is a little too high. I think they were overly cautious with it.
Like the charge counter cost, you mean? Or
Yeah,
like the amount.
the amount of that you require.
7 is a lot.
Yeah, I think you could have found the middle ground of 6 or 5, and then I think it would have been fine.
I'd say no higher than 5, maybe.
No, because you're forgetting the fact that you might have like a 3/2s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it's equal to power.
Memorial Team Leader. Sunstar Expansionist. See, this makes me think of Dune, kind of.
Yeah. They took a lot of inspiration artistically for a lot of sci-fi.
Pinnacle Emissary. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact, creature token flying. This token can block only creatures with flying and has warp. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you just create a bunch of like little drones.
Yep.
Cerebro download.
I don't know.
So you think five charge counters would
5
be
or
too
6.
low?
Yeah, I think that's why it's either either 5 or 6. But the issue is like you have to have a board state to get the charge counters on the spacecraft, unless you have ways of putting charge counters on the spacecraft itself.
Proliferating them or something?
No, you can't even proliferate them. You have to have the charge counters on them to begin with to be able to proliferate.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying like building around proliferate, I guess. Endless Sands.
Second one you got.
Yeah. X. What is that? Zoo Ifit. Osteoharmonist. It's like a bone synthesizer person. Target creature card from your graveyard to battlefield. It's a skeleton in addition to its other types and has no abilities. Activate only as a sorcery.
Yeah.
And it has no abilities.
Yeah, it's just
So like no
random.
keywords then?
Yep.
But ETBs would still...
No, it has no abilities.
Also, it's just bringing back a...
Yes. Like, yeah.
That doesn't seem very exciting
I mean,
for draft.
not even, because, I mean, Legacy, they banned a card
Yeah.
that was literally so boring. The Thousand Duel Troll from Lord of the Rings. Because that was a reanimation target.
The who?
You know the swamp cycling guy from the Thousand Duel Troll? Yes,
yeah,
yes. That was a target for reanimator in Legacy. So saying that a creature with no abilities is, I mean, it did have menace, but it was a fast clock.
Well, and you could swamp cycle though.
Sure, but that's what I'm saying.
It's not doing a whole lot, but
But you're not reanimating it because, like, the fit is reanimating it. It doesn't really care that it has swamp cycle.
pain for all.
That's an interesting aura.
Rig for war. It's actually cool looking planes. It's kind of a lot of looking planes. Makes me think more of like a forest. Let's put that over there. Yeah, I know Troll was being played a lot
Yeah, it got banned.
in Pauper too.
I don't know. I don't remember if it was an uncommon or common.
It's a common. Focus Fire, Intrepid Tenderfoot, Rig, Virus.
I'm just hoping Wizards
Companion.
loses their
It's adorable.
eyesight for one moment and then reprints Orcish Lumberjack into standard for shits and giggles.
That's a pretty good card. Not the Interceptor, I'm talking about the Orcish. Himo the Faller. Entropic Battle Cruiser.
Another one.
Jeez, due to 8. Flying Death Touch. Whenever this spacecraft attacks each opponent, discards a card. Each opponent can't lose 3 life. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's +1 and it's on turn 4.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yes.
If you can
That's
meet
why
the condition.
That's why spacecrafts should be judged by what they can do when either they immediately or how low the first cost is. If they have no low cost, they're kind of just artifacts that do nothing. Which is why out of all the station effects, the planets are the best because they just stick around.
Yep.
Because Wizards of the Coast refuses to print a decent land destruction.
Well, because it's not fun, man.
No, because 3.5 mana can't exist in the game that only works in whole numbers.
I don't even know what that is. Doesn't look exciting. Elegy Acolyte.
It's a card draw.
Well, whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card, lose a life. Actually, I stand corrected. That's not bad.
I'm only draw you 1 card.
At least you're drawing. Grab, kill. Intrepid Tenderfoot. Rig.
Hey, I forgot. Bob is standard legal right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's on Final Fantasy.
High Market.
Another one.
Lobster Man. There he is. For all of my lobster fans. You know, I actually haven't seen anyone pull Dark Confidant
I have the Dark Confidant.
from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I have the full, like, the extended art one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you pull it from a collector?
Yeah, full from my play booster.
Oh, nice.
It's
That's lucky.
somewhere.
I've never actually seen it.
I think it's the full. No, it's not the full art. It's the showcase, the special. Bobby.
Stewkeeper. Timeline Color. Dual Sun Adepts. The Brieffield Crusher. Yeah, same deal. 8. I Still Explorer. This is a good card. Cavron.
I just want to remind everybody that original Ixalan was a token and creature type set, and they printed Rampaging Ferocidons in that set, which is a great idea. And then when it got banned, no one would have seen it coming.
Wasn't there some sort of like 2 dino combo that could just like break the game?
Yes, there was a bunch of them, but the Rampaging Ferocidon was just bad in general for a set that was based on creating kind of a wide board because a lot of the creature types wanted to build wide boards in merfolks, vampires. That's an interesting, that's a mythic, right? Yeah, it's a really interesting mythic.
If you cast it, shuffle your hand and graveyard until every, then draw 7 cards. The first spell each player casts during each of their turns may be cast without paying its mana cost. Whoa.
Yep, and then everyone goes, oh my god, it's so broken with Flash, and that's the reason why it doesn't have Flash people. Yep. And that's also the reason why it's a build-around card.
Comet Prowler, Sinister, Auxiliary Booster, Biosynthetic Burst. You know, we haven't gotten a Shockland yet. I'm a little surprised.
I'm not.
Tractor Beam, Sunstar, Adagio, Windswept Bastion. This is one of the lands.
Yeah,
I think this is one of the
white one.
Less desirable ones.
Sarah. Yep, that's the Sarah Sanctuary. I mean, Sarah Sanctum.
Mech and Shield Mate, Focus Fire, Tenderfoot. I wonder what the sealed environment for this is like, or like the draft environment,
I mean, you have the sheet there for you. Every play booster comes with the draft environment is.
It's got like the
archetypes.
Yep. You already pulled this one.
Yep.
Oh, that's disappointing.
You're opening a play booster, you're probably going to end up getting the same card over and over and over and over again.
Come on, man, let's pull something spicy. That is what it is. Y'all should definitely buy singles, though. Just saying.
I think if you're looking for a lot of the cards, you might as well just buy a box, unless you're really, really, like, wanting to, like, save money.
Yeah.
Because you're okay with, like, majority of, like, bulk rares or, like, some of the uncommons and commons.
This guy again?
No, that's Deserted Temple. Not a high market or the other one that you got earlier, the desert.
Yeah. Might Form Harmonizer. Whenever a land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control until end of turn. Ooh, this might be good in Tifa.
Yeah.
And it's got Warp.
Once again, the issue with your Tifa deck is that it's only doubling the power, not the toughness. So she still dies through shock. Not even Lightning Bolt, still dies through shock.
It's a shock. It's a shock or 2 of the lava darts or whatever.
Yep.
Diplomatic Relations. Beckoner. Honor. Sawship. Oops, I'm actually in frame here. Halia, Guided by Light. This was a card. Whenever she or another creature or artifact you control enters, you gain a life. Beginning of your end step, draw a card if you've gained 3 or more life this turn. So,
and she has Warp.
There seems to be this pattern of white just being like situational card draw based off of life gain.
Yep, and then Spider-Man's also adding more life gain to white.
Do you think that's like the fairest way of doing it for white? Because I feel like almost every card that I've seen in white where you're drawing cards is just based off of the amount of life that you're gaining.
No, there's also the other ones where you give your opponent a card and you also get a card. The reason why they can't is because the design space for white is extremely narrow in design. But Wizards refuses to print good removal for white. Instead, white gets a lot of good protection spells instead, because Wizards has pivoted from white's old spells to that. Which is whatever. Wizards wants to do it that way, they can do it that way.
Yeah.
It's their game at the end of the day, but I sure do miss my 1 mana and 2 mana efficient removal spells in white. I mean, we still do get some. We did get some in, I think, Midnight Hunt or Crimson Vow.
There you go, Sacred Founder.
Nice.
The Eternity Elevator. And this cannot be played as your commander because it doesn't have a power toughness.
Yep. It doesn't become a creature.
Yeah. Vote out.
That's the Among Us.
Is this the Among an Among Us
Yeah,
reference?
it's an Among Us reference.
A sick looking swamp. That's fine.
But yeah. But at the same time, green gets access to a lot of things instead.
Yeah. I feel like green gets really spoiled in this game though.
In recent sets, yes, it's gotten really spoiled.
Plenty of card draw. You got the Great Henge being like one of the best artifacts ever. Secluded Starforge.
The only thing they have never given green straight up majority of the time is unrestricted creature removal. That is the one thing that they have pretty much held true for forever right now.
Well, because it's all like damage or like fight.
Yes, yeah, you need to have another creature. You can't just like play a card that says destroy a creature. You need to have something else, another creature, or unless it becomes restricted, like Plummet, where they have to have flying.
Yeah. Specimen Freighter. Okay, so this actually does something when it enters. Return up to 2 target non-spacecraft creatures to their owner's hands.
Yeah, because it's also 6 mana.
Whenever this spacecraft attacks, defending player mills 4 cards.
Yeah, because it's 6 mana.
Yeah. I mean, that's not bad, though. You're going to be able to, like, bounce almost anything.
Yeah, in sealed format, it's nice.
Stomping Ground.
Nice.
Nice. Another Cosmic Coin.
Oh, and look at a playset. A short one for a playset.
Sammy's Curiosity. Might have to get back into Modern or something.
And then you find out it's an unplayable bulk.
I feel like people are going to find ways to break it, though. Nebula Dragon.
Oh, you're going to Bajuka Bog yourself?
You could. Well, what? Okay, creatures
like-
cards equal to the number of cards you own in exile.
Yes. And even the free spells, the exile cards from your hand, you're literally 2 for 1ing yourself just to pump the Goyf at that point.
Synthesizer Lab Ship. What does this do? Doesn't do anything when it comes in, but it is only 1 blue though. So then for 2, beginning of combat in your turn, up to 1 other target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 2/2 and gains flying until end of turn. And then for 9, it's flying and vigilance.
Yep,
So
it's not bad.
yeah,
It's for
not too
blue.
shabby.
It's for blue tempo decks essentially. The mill wants to be.
Swamp and another lander.
It would have been pretty good at home in the Ixalan mono blue tempo decks.
Oh, I remember that deck. That thing was sick.
If that deck moved into a little bit more artifacts, that card would slot pretty well in there.
I think that's one of the few times I was actually playing Standard. Because it was Siren Storm Tamer, something Shrieker was the top end.
The kite cell.
Yeah.
But it was the other 1-drop that you played that gained flying whenever it attacked.
Well, then it was that Genie, the 3 blue
Oh yeah, the Tempest
Yeah.
from Dominaria.
Biotech Specialist.
That was my worst matchup, but I think it wasn't even that bad. And I was the one playing blue-white, second approach. Approach the second Sun Teferi. That was my funnest time.
You know, this might actually be a decent card.
Yeah.
Whenever you sack an artifact, this creature deals 2 damage to target opponent.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Seems
And
like
it makes the landers.
Yeah. When it enters.
Yep. Nice, you got a playset.
Got a playset of them. That's funny. Sweet.
But yeah. I had so much fun using Disallow as a removal spell in the mirror matchup for the second approach decks.
I don't think I played against that deck a whole lot at the time. Actually, I don't. Was that deck in Standard?
Yes, because
It was, right?
Yeah.
Because it was from...
Because Arena was standard only, too. Arena was standard only at the time, so that's when I was playing on Arena.
Route. Litho breaking. Sammy Wildcat Captain.
Yeah, that's the final version of Sammy.
Double Strike Vigilance. Spells you cast have affinity for artifacts.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
That is really good, actually. Hold on, spells you cast.
Yes, have affinity for artifacts. Ooh. But he's a 6 mana.
6 mana, yeah.
So he is balanced.
I feel like that's one of those cards that you have in your 99, right? Like,
no, you can make it part of your...
But do you think it's better as a commander or part of the deck?
It can be your commander, because it can be like when people play Nekazar, like optimized Nekazar decks, where they don't play Nekazar until they have the win. Mm-hmm. Because remember, your affinity essentially is... You have to have a board of artifacts, you can just play them.
Yeah.
And then you have your cost reduction immediately. And you just save the actual colored mana for whatever you want to actually end up playing.
What is this artwork, dude? That looks crazy. That looks awesome.
Okay, look,
another Eldrazi.
Almost a play set.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cool. Foil Islands. We're down to the last 3. Can't say I've been blown away by this box, but it has been fun opening it up.
It's almost box openings end up being.
Yeah. Cloud. Zealot. Sky Sticker.
Maybe I should put Urza in my Yuriko deck. High Artificer.
I don't know about that. Roving Actuator. Mystifying Maze.
Wait, is that the Doctor Who land?
I don't know.
No, it's not. Never mind, it's not the Doctor Who land.
Lumen Glass Frigate. Pain for all in foil. What does this even do? It's an anthem.
It's an anthem, but you can get that quite easily. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Plasma Bolts. Hole Carver. Torpedo. Yeah, you're right. I feel like Star Trek would have done well in here. Swarm Color. Specimen Freighter. Terra Pact Intimidator. This is another one of those story ones, right?
That's the one that goes side by side with this one.
Pulsar Squadron. What does this do? It's like a whole book. When this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a spacecraft card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't, put a card into your hand. This way, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
It's
a lot of text, yo. That's a lot of text. Arch Enemy's Charm. Removal. So you get to exile something. Return 1 or 2 target creature cards and our planeswalkers from your graveyard to your hand. Or put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creatures you control against lifelink until end of turn. I feel like that's going to see play in... what's the mono black commander that everyone loves?
Carrick.
Yeah. Alright. Last one.
I just can't wait until Wizards prints cards like they did in Ikoria, where they have a bazillion freaking counters. And then have people try to attempt to keep track of them.
Ikoria had oh yeah, it did have a bunch of counters, huh?
Flying, Trample, Lifelink, Death Touch were all counters.
One of the commander decks was like specifically keyword soup.
Yeah, keyword soup.
Yeah. Scour for Scrap. Blade of the Swarm. Moonlit Meditation. The first time you create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanent.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem bad. Pinnacle Kill Ship.
It goes really funny with Scoot Swarm.
Pinnacle Swamp. Yeah, I can see that.
Because you skip the land requirement.
What do you think? Should we open up the rest of the stuff? Should we make this like one super long video?
Yeah, and then you can just cut it.
All right. So, last of Edge of Eternities, we got here a pre-release kit, and we got a bundle. Let's crack open the bundle, see what we find up in here.
Other side. Oh, I forgot to look at that. That's very cute.
What is?
So, because the Jeskai deck is essentially just AI, the flavor is in 0, 1, 1, and 1.
Oh, really?
It's encoding, and then the Insect deck has actual language.
Make Earthshake. Yeah. Hold on, let me see that. I think that'd be kind of fun to put in here. Oh, because it's supposed to be like
Yeah, because the entire like quote unquote deck for the Jeskai deck is essentially all machines.
Yeah.
So they only speak in binary.
And this one just says make Earthshake.
Yeah, because they obviously speak a language.
Yeah.
So it's funny.
That's kind of cool, actually. I feel like that's a flavor one right there.
Yes.
I wonder what it actually says. So, when you get a nice little oversized die that I might actually play with, because
I have my
legible.
Tarkir one. My Tarkir one is white. It's the white one with speckles. Like speckles blue.
Does it look good?
Yeah, it looks really good.
There you go.
What is the guaranteed card, Ivan? It's this one. It's the bottom one.
I don't know. Let's check it out.
That's the one that's always guaranteed.
I don't think it's gonna be anything.
Usually it's never good.
Yeah.
Nothing really exciting.
Emissary Escort. Creature gets plus X plus O, where X is the greatest mana value among other artifacts you control.
Not the worst.
No. Cool looking card though. These are cool actually.
Yep. Guaranteed galaxy foils, right? Or are they just regular foils?
No, they're just regular foils. I wish, dude. If these were galaxy foils, that'd be awesome. And then it's just
regular foils, yeah. It's always one of each, and then.
And I want to say that these are
full arts.
Are they?
They're just full arts. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then it's exactly the same thing. Full arts, and then
and then a bunch of normals.
Yep.
Not gonna lie, I do like the lands in this set. Like the full art lands, I think actually look pretty sick.
I think the issue I have with the full art lands though is that they look like a completely different art style from the rest of the set.
You think so?
Because that looks more like a childhood like whimsy like space.
Yeah.
Versus like every single other different artwork in this set from the different artists.
How would you describe this art style?
It's just traditional sci-fi. But you look at the planes there specifically, the full art planes, Manland.
Needle spires.
It looks like, something that you put in like a children's like bedroom kind of like poster and stuff, like that. Like a child's book. Which doesn't say like it's bad or anything. It's just it feels like a completely like different like art style to everything else in the set.
Feels like something you'd see in like a Pixar movie or something.
Yeah.
Like WALL-E or something.
Yep.
It's dating myself saying that.
It's not bad. It's just very different from the rest of the set artistically.
Whoa.
That happens. Don't worry.
What the heck?
I've done like half of my stupid thing, like
a null. Contested war zone. Man, these look really cool. Singularity Rupture. Destroy all creatures and any number of target players. Each mill half their library rounded down. So you give the option?
No, you get the option to mill people.
Oh, you.
You get to choose.
Okay, cool. I was about to say, like, kind of, when I first read it, I interpreted it as, like, players get the choice of milling if they want. I'm like, no one's going to mill.
I know what we're talking about. Snort is such a great card from the Final Fantasy set, man. Love me some Snort.
Depressurize. That's that one red.
Yeah, where everyone can decide whether or not they want to wheel themselves. And if your opponent's wheel, they take 5 damage.
Close encounter. That's funny.
With flashback. Another one?
This one again, dude. This is like the third one. Fell grab ship. Cool looking planes. You think they'll ever make a Star Wars set?
I'm pretty sure that's one of their tucked away
Secrets.
secret Universe Beyond standard set, probably. I'm just surprised there's no secret layer that came out with Edge of Eternities.
Right.
I was for sure that there was going to be like a Star Trek secret layer or whatever.
We got the Sonic secret layer.
I guess Paramount was
space-time anomaly.
Paramount was unable to do anything.
Hold on, Paramount, like the company?
Yeah, Paramount owns the rights to Star Trek.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's Paramount / CBS / I think it's Viacom or whatever.
Wasn't there a minute there like where there were a ton of Star Trek movies coming out? Like
yes, the fourth one supposedly of the new thing is stuck in development hell. Another charm.
Fungal Colossus. I'm gonna be honest, I never watched any of those movies. I should go back and watch them.
I had free tickets to like 2 of them.
Really?
Yes, I watched them.
Did you like them?
They were fine. The second one was a little bit what's the word? I don't know. When I tried to do the iconic scene in reverse, it was just yeah.
The iconic scene in reverse?
Yeah, it's essentially an entire like. It's a remake of one of the older Star Trek movies, one of the more popular ones, but with some timeline shenanigan twist, because that's essentially how they justified the Star Trek movie universe, is that it's an alternate timeline.
Yeah.
To the original.
Sacred Foundry, that's sick.
Meow. Sacred Foundry and Godless Shrine.
3-wing high pool. Overgrown Tomb didn't see a reprint in this, right?
I think they're all in there.
I thought it was only half.
Oh, only half?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, and then so then what?
Is it the allied colors? Blue, green?
No, those are enemy colors.
Blue, green's enemy colors?
Yes, blue, green's enemy colors. Green's allies are red, are white. Yeah, are white and red. White and red are its allied colors.
Command Bridge.
Its enemy colors are black and blue.
Grave Strider. Night Captain.
I don't think Avatar's gonna have it. I think so. I think Lorwyn might have it. I could be wrong. The Avatar or whatever the next Universe Beyond set finishes it off.
You know, it'd be funny for the Avatar set if they included Avatar in it, like the blue people Avatar.
You guys can't see me, but I was shaking my head at Ivan. I think Dancing with the Wolves in Space / Pocahontas in Space was probably not the biggest IP. Just saying.
Man, I've seen this card so much.
It's telling Ivan to play that card.
It's a sick island.
Just like the same thing with Cosmogoyf. You know the funny thing is, at least Cosmogoyf is playable in Commander.
But I mean, would you play it?
Actually, yes, depending on the deck I play.
What does it say? Find magic among the stars. Okay, that's cool. I'm not gonna front.
All the pre-release kits are like that.
That's so cool.
See, the issue of Wizards is that Wizards, instead of making things special, they always end up ruining it by making it too common.
There's also like a black hole up in here. Check that out. I think the unfortunate like design issue here is the fact that I had to rip the whole box open to actually see that.
You haven't gotten the Final Fantasy Bundle box yet, but the Final Fantasy Bundle box is so clean.
Like the white one?
Yeah,
Little die. Should we look at this last then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it as a surprise.
I'll take the code off you though.
Which one?
The arena code.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can have at it.
I keep wanting to play standard, but then I get upset with the cards in standard.
Well, they banned a ton of cards recently.
No,
right?
but you're talking to the guy who likes to play pass, go, control, and which isn't like that. That's a really, yeah, that's the
Tanic, Steadfast.
yeah, that's the guy that you play with warp.
Other creatures you control have haste. Artifact cards and non-creature cards in your hand have warp too. Well, that's
Yeah.
cool.
You can attack with no warp.
Unravel. Hold on, I'm still trying to understand why Cosmogoyf would be good in Commander.
Because he only cares, he's not caring about any type. He just cares about how many cards you have in exile.
It specifically says you though, right? Like
Yes,
the
yes.
controller of
But
it.
there are a lot of decks that would like exile their own things, so it's not the end of the world. So it has a higher ceiling than regular Termagoyf, where Termagoyf is at his best is what, a 6-7
Yeah,
or
well,
something like that. That's his like his ceiling.
this is how you know that we're boomers. We're still talking about Tarmogoyf in 2025. What is it? It's creatures.
Lands,
Lands.
enchantments, artifacts, instants, sorceries,
Battles now.
battles.
And then there's that tribal or
Yeah.
typal or whatever they're calling
typo. Yep, typo. So like 8.
8.
So it's an 8-9. It's the highest it can be.
that. Yeah.
But most cases, it's not going to be that. I'm
No.
assuming most cases, it's going to be a 6-7. Majority of the time, as its highest ceiling. Remember, guys, Goyf got so power crept, and one of the Modern Horizons precon, it's a token.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember that. That's actually kind of a fun precon
It's a,
commander though.
actually a pub stomper precon.
I thought the Eldrazi one was the best one out of the MH3.
I think the energy one was.
Like within the
Yeah, I think
The
energy.
eco
I think
system
I
of-
think the energy one is the best.
Ooh,
Yeah, there's your Green Sun Zenith.
what the heck? Dude, that's sick. That's freaking cool. Blade of the Swarm. Starfield Shepherd.
Another Sacred,
Another
Sacred
Sacred
Foundry.
Foundry. Another Cosmogoyf. I'm not gonna front though. I think this art looks cooler because you can actually tell what it is.
I like the other one because it's a Cosmogoyf.
I mean, they're all Cosmogoyfs.
I mean, you're not supposed to know what it's supposed to look like.
It's
It gives
supposed to
it
be
it gives it the cosmic like horror vibe to it.
Yeah,
And there's no where it has no real shape that you can
Lovecraftian
like
thing
like
going
yeah,
on.
you can tangibly like look at.
Hey, Latino Lovecraft. Anyway, Shattered Wings. Why are there dragons in space?
Because they're dragons in space, bro.
Bro, but I don't remember seeing dragons. I know they have a whale in space up in here. No, that's been a trope, but dragons in space?
Yeah, because it's wizards, it's magic.
There's always gonna be dragons.
Same thing with angels. Angels and dragons proliferate the entire multiverse.
So, who created the whole multiverse? Is it Sarah?
No, Sarah's only created Sarah's realm, which is where a majority of angels, specifically Wizards hasn't decided whether or not there's a creation story to the multiverse or not.
Hold on, but we exist in the multiverse, though. Like Earth does, technically.
Yes, technically, but Wizards never just proclaimed any real
Yeah.
status.
Raging Ravine.
Hey, look, an old Jund staple.
Right. Elegy Acolytes. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
yeah, there's the Bailoff.
There's the money. That's cool.
I don't think that's money, but that's just me.
You don't think so? I think it's a sick card, though.
I think it's going to be a sideboard card at best.
Yeah, we would get that. I'm surprised it's not the Cosmogoyf.
No, it would have been the black enchantment or whatever they kept getting. Or,
Oh, the coral.
yeah, that's what it would have been. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
That's it for us.
That's it for us, man. That's it for Edges of Eternity. It definitely edged me to Eternity because I didn't get my Ancient Tomb. I'm salty. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's a fun set, but I'm starting to agree with you. I think that the spacecraft are not quite it.
I mean, I could be. I'm pretty sure that like a few of them are actually good, but I think overall, stationing as a mechanic is limited by how Wizards overly cautiously
Sure.
increase the amount.
Like, I think the fact that there are spacecrafts and stuff, like, I think that's all cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Mechanically, it's fine. I
Yeah.
just think that the point for it to become a creature, or often most of the rewarding time that Wizards put at the end there, is too high at
Yeah.
the moment for it. But as what it comes back to, I'm pretty sure they're going to lower it a bit, or
Yeah.
they'll figure it out like vehicles, where vehicles end up being good.
Yeah.
Besides the few that were actually good, like Ludercopter and Heart of Griffier.
These lands are cool. All right, guys.
That's it for us.
We're gonna call it. I'm getting too old for this. Thank you all for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Again, let us know how you're feeling about Edge of Eternities. Did it edge you, or did it not edge you? Because it edged
That's
me.
a question that you need to ask Hugo.
I'm gonna ask Andres about that. See you later, guys.
Andres doesn't even know.